Community Connections, airing on OROMIA11. I am your host, Anna Orr. And today's guest, in the spirit of Women's History Month, is another amazing woman leading the helm at the Plymouth Christian Youth Center and the Capri Theater. Melissa Denton will be joining us. We are talking about all things magic at the PCYC and Capri Theater. We're talking about the upcoming gala. We're talking about the amazing Best Buy Tech Center that they have, as well as the educational resources they are still providing to the greater North Minneapolis community. This is going to be some really good information and hopefully an opportunity for us to plug in and support her and the work at the Capri. Today's special guest is Michelle Denton from Plymouth Christian Youth Center and the Capri Theater. Michelle, welcome to Community Connections. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here.
Now, I know you guys have a lot of amazing things going on in your neck of the woods during this time of year, but also after the 1 year of renovations taking place at the Capri Theater. Can you talk to me about what that year of transition has looked like, as well as you coming aboard as executive director?
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, PCYC is a nonprofit organization that has 3 pillars of programming. We have the Capri Theater, which is amazing, and we just finished the renovations in October 2021. And we also have our after-school program. It's Bright Futures. And then PYC is our Alternative Arts and Technology High School. So there's 3 programs under this PCYC umbrella, and they all work in concert with each other and as a community hub here of arts and education on West Broadway. And, you know, we came out of the pandemic and still recovering from that, our young people and the community, but we're really feeling the vibrancy and the connection and the creativity that the Capri Theater and the school and the after-school program with our community members are having. And it's an exciting time to be here. As a new executive director, I joined in October, so a year after the opening of the renovations at the Capri. So it's a very exciting time to be here in North Minneapolis, working with a talented team and with the community to create art and support education and support our young people.
What are some of the, I guess, jewels that you've gotten from being in North Minneapolis at the Capri? It has such a rich history in our community for the last, 95 years it's existed, but 69 years of going strong right in this location.
Yeah, it really is, Anna. And, you know, one of the first things that I did is just went on a listening tour when I came here because there's so much history. I would have people come up to me and say, you know what, I went to that theater when I was little and I watched Kung Fu movies and I would, you know, do Kung Fu all the way home, you know, and I would sit in this seat at the Capri. And then we have on staff alumni that have gone through the program, have been at our high school, been in our after-school program, and on our youth programming at the Capri, who are now staff here. So to me, when I found that out and met these people, it was like, this is mission happening right here, that young people that found hope and a connection and meaning and support here at this program came back and said, I want to do the same for the next generation and be leaders. So that has been amazing. That is a jewel. And then, you know, the facility here, everything was built with the highest standards. It's state of the art, and a sense of welcoming here to the community and to our young people. Even the school, when you walk in, there's light everywhere. They made sure that the roof was all windows that light can come in. It's really a beautiful, beautiful place.
Melissa, what has been a big push for your connection to this area? I know that you're no stranger to the world of theater and to some of the reporting and our local neighborhood with your work with KMOJ.
Yes, that's right. So thank you for knowing that. Yes, when I graduated from college in South Dakota, when you grow up in South Dakota, you're either going to, as a metropolitan area, Minneapolis or Denver or whatever, but Minneapolis had the art scene. And I came up here, I had a communications degree and in theater. And KMOJ, I was listening to it constantly because I loved it. And they said, hey, the news department is looking for interns. And it was like, I am going to do that. And so I went to KMOJ, interviewed with Don Sims. He's no longer there, but got on that team. And he sent me off to do stories all over North Minneapolis, came back, I put the stories together, read the stories. So, and then I did the Sunday morning news during the gospel hour. Love that. So I had that connection, and then theater. I worked in theaters around Minneapolis, and then went out to Los Angeles and did that thing, and went to New York, and that's where I found arts education. I worked for Roundabout Theater, where we went out to the boroughs and brought young people in to see theater. And then we went back to the high schools to do a residency. So we would take some theme from that play, and it could be in their English classes, and their science classes, and their math classes. And we infused arts into learning, which is a real key to open up learning for a lot of our young people. And with that, I then went back to Los Angeles and ran a organization that used the arts and education. And on their end, they said, hey, it seems like a fit for us. So that's when the union happened. And it's been great to be back and work for an amazing organization.
That's absolutely wonderful to hear that you've had such a full circle experience, literally being in the location that you are, not too far from KMOJ, being able to see your beginning.
I know, I love it.
I think that's beautiful.
I know, I still have that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
Well, I still have, there's a little plaque over here that they gave me for appreciation. It's like, I hold that so dearly because talk about longtime entity and community pillar, KMOJ,
Absolutely.
boy. Yeah.
Absolutely. I am a North Sider and came up listening to KMOJ as a kid and doing radio in high school and college. So definitely
Awesome.
A small world to have such a connection. Right? And then to be able to come back and amplify the amazing work that's taking place across North Minneapolis is very powerful.
It really.
We recently had Chuck Smith on the show to talk about the Best Buy Tech Center and the amazing work that was going on with the youth over there with music production, some of the cinematography work. The list just goes on. There is such exposure to not only the arts and media and so much more going on in that area, as well as still walking through with the community alongside education, keeping that at the focus. How does PCYC and or the Capri Theater keep that as the running premise for all of these years?
Yeah, no, very good question. And you're absolutely right. Chucky and Andrew and the team over there do an amazing job. I mean, the STEM education, and they're even, bringing in drone technology where the students are learning, that's piloting and finding careers. It's, and looking at young people and kind of going, okay, this is what you're doing on the phones, or this is what you're doing gaming. Do you know that you can make a career at that? There's this, this, and this, and this. So it's fabulous. But, yes, from the history, we started, it was this Lutheran seminarians, young, earnest, forward-thinking folks that said, hey, and it started on Plymouth Avenue. That's why we've got the name. PCYC is Plymouth Christian Youth Center. We're secular now. But those roots came from this Lutheran seminarians who said, we want to be a place where you're getting full service education, social emotional needs are being met. We have a teen clinic on site. We have more social workers on site and student engagement staff, so that when young people are referred to our high school, they're met with a team of staff and mentors that are really going to guide them through what they need in their high school education. So some of our young people have fallen away from education for whatever life challenges bring, but they want to come back and get their high school diploma. And our team does a really great job in credit recovery and getting them to graduation. After the pandemic, now we're seeing a lot of younger ninth graders coming in here, and they're referred by the district. And these young people, however traditional school is not working out, we have a staff that can wrap around these young people and guide them and support them and have the services and the referrals to help them towards graduation. So those threads that were laid down, 69 years ago, we still value and support and as a full youth development. And then the arts and technology coming in to really give our young people, the meaning, the ideas of how what they want to do can really manifest.
It's so important to still see the emphasis on art and media and theater when we're seeing those programs dwindling within the educational system left and right, especially within the North Minneapolis corridor where you all are located off Broadway, and then further down where Juxtaposition is still trying to teach kids as well as expose them to so much more beyond what our schools are offering.
Yeah, I think cutting arts, that is the educational tool that really helps with the emotional side. Arts work on emotions, and they really help develop, our fears and our hopes and our dreams, and to be able to use the arts to develop that and kind of get that out. That's what the arts really do. So the math and science are there, but you've got the meaning of why. And the other things that arts do is the collaboration, communications, all these 21st century skills that young people need as they enter, just life and work and everything like that.
That's very, very true. Now let's talk legacy and historical context. Pcyc has such a large footprint across not only the greater Twin Cities area, but also I think specifically for so many families, because they've had someone, like you said, that either matriculated through the program, someone who used to see movies at the Capri Theater or has been in a production. How has this work changed from the time when we seen Prince performing there and talking about the amazing work that was taking place there, to now seeing people like the community choir, Dennis Spears, John Jameson II, and so many other homegrown, amazing, talented people populating these spaces?
No, I think you've hit it. One of the things that Pcyc has always wanted to do is stay here in North Minneapolis and cultivate and be of service of the community and say, we are yours. We are open, we are welcoming, and we are adaptive. And I think that's one of the things too that the organization has done very well, is listen to the community and what do you need? How can we produce together? How can we create together? How can we come together with connection and meaning? And that is something that as we're working on our strategic plan right now, to come together now that we've got the Capri in this beautiful state and of renovation, and what's next? What's the next chapter? And how can we continue to show and help this community a fuller picture of North Minneapolis. I think there's a narrative sometimes of North Minneapolis. It's very frustrating because you see one side, and there is so much here that is a good narrative that is not being elevated. And we certainly want to do that, and the community wants to do that. So any way the Capri and the school can help raise awareness of the great things that are happening, like the community choirs and the meetings that we have up here and the community connection, it's really fabulous. And that's what the picture and the message should be.
I think it was beautiful to not only witness the Northside celebration taking place those 3 separate days, 2 at North Community High School, right on 1500 James, and then going all the way to St. Paul with the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra. And not only blending the two worlds, but also partnering together to expose children and the greater community at large to the gift that North Minneapolis really is.
Yeah, it really is. That partnership that we have with the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra is such a cherished partnership. You know, to have the artist come to the North Side and audience members from St. Paul come here and from all over, and then vice versa, you know, then we'll have Northsiders going to St. Paul. I mean, that whole program. And I will say it's amazing, right? You know, it's Absolutely. The first time I saw that choir, and it was like, this is what, you know, Minneapolis is. This is what we should be seeing all the time. It was just, that is art and community coming together and just showing sheer joy.
I agree 1,000%. Now, talking about celebration and the work that the Capri Theater and Pcyc has done in celebrating North Minneapolis, let's talk about the upcoming gala that's taking place. This is the first year that the Capri Theater and Pcyc have decided to have a celebration of their very own, and in the new space, no less.
Yes, no, it's very exciting. So when I came in October, they said, well, we're going to do our first gala. And it's like, your first one? Oh my gosh, that's exciting. Absolutely. And, you know, talking to the staff and board, they just said, you know, we have this beautiful space now. What a great way to welcome in the community and have this celebration and really talk about the work here, talk about our plans ahead, and just bring our stakeholders together that have supported the organization, or also new people that want to know more about the organization and get involved. Great way to bring them together and just celebrate. So we're very, very excited. That's on April 1st, and we're sold out. But the Steels, we have a post-gala concert right after on April 1st. And that concert is still, we still have tickets. So for those of you in the audience, go to our website, and the Steels are amazing.
They are absolutely amazing, and such a treasure to our very own community here in the greater nation here with University. Can you talk to me about what the community response has been in hearing about the gala and opening up the beloved doors of the Capri Theater for the community at large?
Yeah, it's I have been getting a few calls this week where it's like, oh, we missed out, you know, on the tickets, and you know, and said, go to the Steels, go to. So there's so much support and love for the Capri and the school. It's really kind of overwhelming and heartwarming to just see the community come out with such support and interest in coming in and seeing the new place and being involved. So, you know, the 69 years, we're really seeing that rich, you know, history. And I really do see a bright future. That is our theme this year, to really talk about our history, but all the possibilities and opportunities ahead of us.
Melissa, speaking of that, where do you see Pcyc and the Capri headed?
Yeah, It's really fun to be talking with the staff right now and board about the future, and just hearing what everyone is talking about in our strategic plan. And a lot of it is, we want to work with the community to be a hub of education, of arts, performance, and learning. So can we partner more with theater companies, with civic organizations, schools, universities, to be a place where people can come and to see performance, to learn. We want to do more conferences here, to get the community in, and with the Teen Tech Center there, a lot more opportunities for STEM and STEAM. That's bringing in the arts and technology. And for our young people, we're really working on project-based learning. So, and a lot of connections into apprenticeships at the Capri, so that they can start seeing, whether they decide to be a lighting technician or a person in wardrobe, but they're working on a project together. So learning those skills of collaborating together, really want to strengthen that. And then our referrals to our young people into career paths or college. So we're thinking of more partnerships with corporate organizations to come in and work with our young people, speak with our young people about opportunities.
It sounds like the future is really bright.
It
for
really is.
Not only the community, but also the staff over there and the amazing initiatives and programs you guys are offering to our area.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting time.
Can you share with us not only ways for us to stay connected on social media handles, but also the specific website if people are interested in donating to the gala and/or reading more about the amazing work that's going on over at the Capri/Pcyc?
Yes, and I will, send you, if you have the links to our website, you can find out. There's two websites. The Capri has a website, and that if you want to find out about the programming, the performances, and the shows. And then Pcyc website that talks about all of the programming and things like that. And there's a link to donate. The other thing that I want to just throw out to your audience is that I am always available to give a tour. So I love talking with people in the community or people that want to learn about how to get involved. There's ways to volunteer. We're always looking for board members. So, I will send you my email to, send out to your audience that we're a welcoming place, and we want to show off the organization. So our doors are open.
Absolutely. And before I let you go, I always want to offer the opportunity for you to highlight something or to ask our viewers, leave them with a call to action so that we can not only come alongside you fiscally, but also in real time for the ways in which your organization needs support.
Yeah, I think that, it's the continued partnership. We are listening to our community. And so, yes, there's ways to donate always, but also just support in giving feedback or coming and being with us side by side as we continue to be this jewel. I will say, there are partnerships and funding opportunities that we're always looking to reach out to and secure and work in partnership. That's the only way that this is going to continue to move forward, is if we build bridges everywhere we can. So if your audience sees any ways that we could connect or grow, or we'd love to hear them.
I appreciate your time, Melissa, and I appreciate the work that is going on at Pcyc and the Capri Theater, and I am going to stay tuned for some of the amazing productions that are coming, but also for different ways in which we can support you all.
Thank you so much, Anna. This has been wonderful.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of your day. That is all the time that we have to talk to Melissa Denton and her amazing team at PCYC/the Capri Theater. I want to thank her and her willingness to not only speak with us, but to also share with us the upcoming gala. If you are interested in participating, we will provide you with all of the links so that you can either attend the amazing concert or you can stay plugged in with the amazing work that is taking place over there. As always, I am your host, Anna Orr. This has been another episode of Community Connections, and I look forward to connecting again with you soon.